Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing another Rivals of Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Open Bishop of Binding, we're going to take it. It's a good rare. Uncommons are good as well. The Paladin, the Forerunner. Impale is obviously good, it's probably a close second. I like Moment of Craving as well, but let's take the old Bishop. See if we can't make something cool here. Alright, well, Reaver Ambush seems like a fine follow-up pick. There's also Bombard, but Reaver Ambush is going to make a little more sense with Bishop of Binding, since this is a vampire and Black-White Vampires is a deck. So let's take the Reaver Ambush over the Bombard and see what happens. Alright, you can take the Aspirant, which is a nice 1-drop with Ascend. It's also Conquistador, which is good. And Voracious Vampire, which is good. But I think we're going to go for the 1-drop because I like this card. 1 mana 2/1, potentially, that will have flying. That's a lot of upside and really no downside. So I think we're going to take it. Okay. More options here. We have Impale, Moment of Craving, and Golden Demise. All of those are good. Impale deals with everything. Moment of Craving deals with things at a low cost and gains you life. And Golden Demise potentially can be a one-sided board wipe. I almost want to say I like Golden Demise the most. I think this is the best. That might be arguable. I mean, I also feel like if I do end up Black-White Vampires, Ascend is probably one of the easiest to get in Vampires because you have all sorts of token cards. So I think we're going to take Golden Demise. Impale is very premium. Moment of Craving is great, but one-sided board wipe is just pretty nuts. It's like a little cheap Plague Wind. Alright, take the Oathsworn Vampire. Kind of a sensible pickup here for us since it's a vampire, and vampire decks tend to get a lot of ways to gain life, so we'll take it. It does enter tapped, which is absolutely a downside. So here we can take Foul Orchard if we want to splash for another color. There's Deadeye Brawler, which is very good. Could also splash for this. Even though it's not a vampire, it's a good card. Probably just take the Divine Verdict, though. Not my favorite in an aggro deck. It's more of a reactive card, but it does deal with anything, and I guess it's sort of a sensible pick for us, more so than anything else here. This is a good sign, actually, that there's another Aspirant in here. I'm going to take it over the Moment of Triumph. Well, I think we're in the right, we're going the right path here because it's a late Martyr of Dusk, which is a good card. Getting that Conquistador back is also a gift, so cool. Looks like we have successfully, we're going to get the Recover now. Great card to have with Bishop of Binding. Looks like we're in the right color combination, which is fantastic. So picked up a lot of good vampires. I guess we'll just take Sun Sentinel. Probably don't need it. Even though it's a 2-drop. Alright, Forsaken Sanctuary is actually very good for our deck because even though we have 1-drops already, I've found the vampire deck tends to have some fairly color-intensive spells, so getting the fixing is good. Alright, we'll just take the Strider Harness, probably not play it. We're going to let someone have that Jade Bear. We're not interested in your Merfolk. Whoever is in Merfolk, though, looks to be getting hooked up because Jade Bear is absolutely playable for Merfolk decks. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we have a bit of a miss here. So, Awaken Amalgam is not what we're looking for. I guess we could take another Recover. Don't really want to play Sun Sentinel anyway. Could just take Evolving Wilds. There's also Cleansing Ray. I doubt we'll need another Recover. I guess we'll take the Evolving Wilds. Really, really underwhelming first pick, but I guess it would allow us to splash for some off-color bomb spells, perhaps. Alright, Sky Marcher is very good. Let's also go Dusk, Legion Zealot, and Luminous Bonds, and another Reaver Ambush, and Sanguine Glorifier. This pack kind of just has everything in it. How much is that Tilanali Summoner worth? That card's sweet, by the way. It's a cool card. It's worth 4 cents. Alright, I kind of just want to take the Sky Marcher. I think Ambush, Bonds, and Zealot, I'd love to have all of those, but Sky Marcher is very good. It's got great synergy with Oathsworn Vampire. And even though it's no Vampire Nighthawk, it's just very good. I'm going to take it over the removal because it flies and it has lifelink, both of which are just pretty excellent. So here, I suppose we just take another Conquistador unless we thought we could wheel it, in which case maybe we just take the Moment of Triumph, which is good with the Oathsworn Vampire. Cheap trick, but I think we're just going to take the Conquistador and get as many of those as we can. Well, gifted a Legion Lieutenant, so that's pretty fantastic. This pack has more goodies we want in it. I love Dusk Legion Zealot, Divine Verdict, and Sanguine Glorifier would be good for the deck too, but obviously taking the Lieutenant. Okay, so now we have Squire's Devotion, which is another... That's pretty crazy, actually. It's another Tilanali Summoner. Pride of Conquerors is actually very good in this deck. Once again, it's easy to get a send, and it's easy to get a send because you have a lot of tokens, so... Pride of Conquerors is pretty awesome. I think Squire's Devotion is also very good, though. It's kind of like Mark the Vampire. It's actually... It might even be arguable that it's better. I haven't quite decided on that, but we'll probably take Pride of Conquerors just because it kind of just ends the game. And like I said, I cannot stress enough how this is like the card for the vampire deck. It really is made for vampires, so it makes sense to take it. Okay, so Scoundrel is a cheap beater, but we probably just take the Moment of Triumph, get another trick. We're kind of doing okay on the creature front anyway, and I found Moment of Triumph is very good. Very cheap cost on that. Alright, get the Martyr of Dusk, or we could get a third Conquistador. That's a good choice here. I'd probably take the Martyr. I feel like you can really never have enough 2-drops. Conquistador is very good, and I want to get a lot of them, but this is tough. I'm going to take the Martyr just because I really think this is a solid 2-drop. I think Conquistador is great too. I'm hoping we can see more. Well, and then we get the choice again, and Voracious Vampire. Jeez. I kind of just want to go deep on the Martyr of Dusks, because I cannot stress enough that you can never have enough 2-drop vampires. And these are particularly good because they just trade early and hook you up with more things. Voracious Vampire is sweet too. This is a tough pick. I'm going to take the 2-drop. I'm just going to err towards cheaper. I wouldn't fault anybody for taking Conquistadors there. Guess we'll take Cleansing Ray for sideboard. Glorifier is a nice pickup. It's cool actually being able to draft a vampire deck and have it come together pretty nicely. We even got a Lord, and Pride of Conquerors, like I said, is good too. So, alright, picking up the Moment of Triumph. Definitely what we're looking for. Oh, get another Glorifier here. Very good. Very good for us. Alright, we'll take the Pterodon just to cut white. Don't really want to play it. I just don't think we have to. Currently looking great, though. Got 4 slots. Deathless Ancient would be good for the deck. Conqueror's Galleon, not so much. Yeah, we probably just take the Deathless Ancient. It kind of makes sense for us. Otherwise, Slash of Talons is an option, but I found Deathless Ancient to be very good. Very good card. Wow, gifted a Sanctum Seeker. It's just incredibly powerful. Another Deathless Ancient too. This is shaping up to be a pretty phenomenal vampire deck. Alright, looks to be Paladin of the Bloodstained. What's our removal? I guess we have double Moment of Triumph. We have Pride of Conquerors. I'm looking at Combat Tricks plus removal. Golden Demise, Reaver Ambush, and Divine Verdict. and Bishop of Binding. Yeah, we're doing fine on removal. So that's good. We'll take the Paladin here. So we'll take Vanquish now, get more removal. This is our 24th card. I'm trying to think what the weakest card in our deck is right now in case I have to... ooh, Bloodletter, what a gift. Skullduggery and Skyblade in here as well, both of which we would play. Weakest card in the deck currently. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out when we get there. For now, we're looking really good. So we can basically just take Legion's Judgment for sideboard, which I'm fine with. Encampment Keeper is, I guess, okay for a vampire deck because you have all the tokens, but we have enough pumps, we probably don't need it. Take the Judgment for sideboard. So we basically make one cut and we can call it a deck. I know some people would be uncomfortable with... I think we just take Aerosar. I'm even fine playing it as our one non-vampire. This effect is super strong. This card is really good. Skyblade of the Legion is very good too, and it's an actual vampire. But I feel like Aerosar might just be better. Although I guess we do have a lot. Maybe for curve purposes, Skyblade does make more sense. But what are all the vampire synergies we have? Lieutenant and a Sanctum Seeker. And the Bishop of Binding. Yeah, that's pretty good. This card is very good, but I think we're going to go for curve. We're going to take the Skyblade. Just keep this curve super low. Maybe we don't go for the Deathless Ancient. Even though I think it's a super strong card. We can probably pretty easily just make this curve super low. And just beat down. Get in there. That Aerosar is a phenomenally powerful card, but I don't think we need it. I think we can alter the game plan and just be really, really good. I mean, I guess the best card here is maybe Crash or something. Raptor Companion's a cheap beater, but probably not going to play it. Take another Judgment. Well, this time we'll take Duress. It's good to have, well, get the Judgment anyway. Nice. All the well, fatties do not have a chance against us. Alright. What's kind of cool is Reaver Ambush is a nice swap for Legion's Judgment, I guess, for playing against some, you know, fatty ramp deck or whatever. Even though those are a little more unusual now in the new format. Alright, so like I said, I think Deathless Ancient's really good. I just think we're going to go for more low curve beats. Like we dump this, and then we can just dump like maybe Paladin, and basically just have a super low curve, high creature, high combat trick deck here. I'm okay with running our Sanctuary and Evolving Wilds too. It's a couple tap lands, which with 16 lands can be a problem, but I think our curve is low enough where it's fine. So yeah, with these two, we can probably just do like a... This is 10-8. Ten-eight's probably fine. Can also do 9-9 though. We actually need double black. I think 10-8 kind of makes more sense. Alright. So, overall, well, is 6 swamps enough though? Because remember, if I don't open... I guess the problem is if I don't open a hand with a swamp, 2 of my 8 black options are come into play tapped. I do need white a lot more than I need black though. Quite a bit more. Yeah, I think we'll do 10-8. So, yeah, super low curve. This is my style of deck. I like this a lot. I'm sure there's going to be people that will say I should have taken the Conquistadors over the Martyr of Dusks, but I like to curve out. I think curving out just wins a lot of games. And the only reason I'm running to Recover is because we actually have some pretty bomb creatures to bring back. Lieutenant, Bishop of Binding, Sanctum Seeker. All of these are dudes that we absolutely want to be able to bring back in a pinch and just crush with them. So cool deck, Vampire Beats. We're going to run it like this, and see you round one.